Hi, welcome to Red Barrels Explode. Today we are looking at The Forest. I'm Kevin, and in the pilot seat is Chris.
Hello.
We're looking, at this game, which is a Steam survival game.
Survival horror game, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of those on Steam at the minute, and they all seem to involve just sort of futzing around and generally sort of living and just lasting as long as you can, whereas this game seems to have a story and a plot.
Yep.
Unlike those.
Start the new game, and you can kind of see the start of that. Now, I've been playing enough to kind of figure out much beyond what you're going to see in the intro, but we'll start it up here.
Okay, have we look?
So now, my copy does seem to, maybe it's just on my computer, but it does seem to load for quite a while, and then go to not responding, and then load again.
Right.
But it seems to work.
Oh, so that's not usual that it would be that quick?
No.
Okay, alright, fair enough, but it is an alpha. So there you go, this little kid stuck on your arm there.
I assume he's mine.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. You haven't just kidnapped some kid and jumped on this airplane. Okay. Oh! That's not good. There he goes. Alright. Oh.
No. 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 Give me back my son!
I don't think that worked.
No, I don't think he cares.
No. I think the scary grey man cares about any of your film references.
No.
Oh, and some nice bloody claws you got there.
Yeah. So you start off kind of in obviously the wreckage of the plane.
Okay.
You pick up your pedometer.
I don't think you're pronouncing that right.
Fine, pedometer.
Okay.
Whatever. I like my version better.
Okay, so you just what's that?
So this is like your starting weapon, plus your go-to tool for cutting down trees and everything essentially.
Yeah.
It's a small axe. It looks like some sort of climbing axe or something that maybe came out of somebody's luggage, or maybe an axe that they have on planes.
Not the kind of thing I would expect to find on a plane, to be honest, looking at it.
But it looks like maybe like the hammers and stuff.
Okay.
They would have in a bus that you can
like,
break the windows with really quick. I don't know, maybe they have these on planes. I honestly have no idea.
I haven't been on enough planes
No.
to know.
I havenven been looking out for axes
No.
on planes.
I think if you're that kind of person, they're probably looking
let
out
you on the plane.
Yeah, they're looking out for you in that particular instance. So okay, so you're just sort of wandering around this crash site, opening luggage with your axe.
Yeah.
Because that's how that's done.
It's locked, and this is how customs do it.
Yeah,
maybe this is what this is customs axe.
It's just is this a US customs simulator game then?
Where's the drugs?
Okay, now this seems very similar to like whenever I was looking at this a while ago. Like I said, it was probably about 7 or 8 months ago. It looked a lot like this. It looked very similar. Now now if you want to look around here, just look around. Where's the plane? Now you're going to find the plane, right? So your plane's over there. Now it seems to me that I don't know if it's a bunch of preset locations, but it seems like every time you start, the plane crashes in a different part of the landscape.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily that it's generating a new landscape; it's that it's just showing up in a different place.
Different place.
Right.
From what I can see.
Right. Okay, and it's sort of up to you to sort of wander around and find out what the hell is going on.
You get these. Now I was playing with a couple of friends, and we initially thought that this was other survivor villages. We didn't think that this was the cannibal villages. It turns out this is the cannibal villages.
Yes.
And we built our stronghold right beside it.
So if this... wow, that doesn't sound too wise.
No foresight at all.
No, so there is... I don't know if you want to wait till later to show what happens when you are...
Lend us a hand.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend that you didn't say that. But I don't know if you want to wait till later to go over what happens when you die in this, but we'll maybe just wait until you do die and then we'll explore it then.
I eventually will die.
Okay, right. That lizard one. Also, but one thing that I think kind of sets this apart from other survival games is that a lot of them seem to go with the Minecraft model of crafting, where you just present it with a grid.
Yeah.
And it's here, fill in this blueprint kind of thing. And now, this does have kind of blueprints, but here we are with the crafting mat.
So
looks pretty sweet. So this is just basically your inventory screen, but it's a nice sort of in-world inventory,
so
which is cool.
I think I might have actually just given myself lizard armor. There we go.
Right, now, whenever I look at this, there was a book that you could open and look at blueprints.
Yes.
For stuff that's still in here, is it?
So this is your like survival book, and it kind of gives you all your things and what they'll look like as well. So when you kind of go to buildings, you can kind of make cabins and different things. You can build tree houses.
And it just gives you like the little symbols under it for what you need for it.
What you need. It's a lovely little book. Like it really does. Now, like all games, I prefer to just run around and then look at the book later.
Yes. Whenever you die 7 or 8 times, and you think, is there a way for me to?
Surely this isn't as hard as this is.
I need a fire. I wonder if there's a way to build one. I'll just hit things until one happens.
But basically, you kind of have this like little mat, and then like the little mat in the center. And then, so you just combine things.
Okay.
And then you just make them.
And is that a Molotov cocktail?
That's a Molotov.
Because it looks like one?
Yep. And then you can equip it with left mouse.
I think it bears mentioning that you have an infinite little Bic lighter. Is it actually Bic branded? It's not, is it? But it really looks like one of those ones.
It really does look like the
when
Bic.
You hold it up. It's not quite. It's a Sil.
It's the same little guy off the Bic.
So maybe change the letters.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fire spilling out downwards out of that bottle.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take that out of my hand.
Yeah, can you undo it now that you've lit it?
Yep, I should be able to just equip the axe instead.
Okay, right.
The lighter.
So it's not currently flaming in your backpack.
Yeah. That'd be weird. You can set yourself on fire so easily by running through fires. Which leads to, I don't know, some quite comedy moments when you're trying to survive at night. And
you're on fire.
No, your mate runs through a fire and you just see him burning in the distance.
Alright.
It's quite good.
So there's a day-night cycle in this
Yes,
then.
yeah.
Okay, so is it one of those things where I know this is supposed to be, it is billed as a survival horror game, so does most of that sort of happen at night?
No, it can happen during the day as well, and depending on how much you want to explore and stuff like that, or how much you want to just immediately start building your camp. Now I'm going to try and get away from their camp,
right,
and go find a safe place to build my camp.
Because now this is their camp. I don't see a lot of them around.
They go out hunting, so we may see them. But this just as that deer's here, the animal movements in this game I find beautiful.
That was a nice little prancy Bambi type running away there. Can you get up behind him and clobber him?
No, they're too kind of quick. Occasionally you can if they.
Can you throw that thing?
No. Or not that I know of. Anyway, you might get through and stuff later. But you can make a bow fairly easy with some rope and some rags and some branches.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, is this just the edge of the world, is it here?
Yeah, so that's ocean out there, but we're really, really high up.
You are skirting the edge a little dangerously there. Do you think
that's how I live my life.
Okay. No comment.
Basically, my thinking anyway is that I kind of want to find a cliff. Right. Or some sort of either behind me or on top of, and then build my camp around it so I can wall myself off.
No one can sneak up on you unless they're climbing up a rock face.
Yeah. Which these guys don't seem to. No, they do drop out of trees, seemingly.
Really? Well, they're just hanging out up there waiting.
I think so. Like a few have like surprised the shit out of me. Let's say,
like the mythical Australian drop bear.
Yeah,
a big giant koala waiting on a tree to pounce.
And the...
Hold on, what's that? That was a starfish?
Yeah.
How did a starfish get all the way up here?
Determined, man.
It's a really... Fucking hell, there's loads of them.
Really determined starfish.
Okay.
So yeah, you can kind of build tree houses and things. Ooh, hello.
There's a dead man.
Oh, he was a survivor.
Are these, I was just going to say, are these other people from your plane crash? Because you're playing split in two. Whoa. Do you know... okay, now you just respawned over there. That's fine. Oh, that one's in the ground.
Now they're back. Oh, now they're gone.
Again, this is an alpha, so it's early access. Bears mentioning, I think.
But I mean, for an alpha, it definitely looks incredible.
Right. Yeah. Oh, it does. I mean, it looks really nice. Like the lighting and all is very very
something
pretty.
I didn't know. You found out some stuff about this, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a 3-person team that have been developing this, which is not a lot of people for a game development.
I mean, for this?
Yeah.
That boggles my mind. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know enough about game development or anything, but like,
But you have to
this is
imagine,
amazing.
yeah,
Like,
the scale of this is
Yeah.
such that you would imagine 3 people working on alone. Now they have said that they have every now and then they contract out like to other companies to do some third party stuff for them.
some
I
sharks.
don't know what that involves really, because again, oh wow, that shark looks really cool.
Yeah.
But also dead. Like, what? Why are all these sharks lying dead on the beach?
There are live ones as well, so there
Uh-huh.
may just be like more horrific things in the water than sharks. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I feel as if there's a I've heard mentioned around this game, and even in the descriptions of the patches and stuff. I don't know if it's spoiler territory or not. I don't think it really is, but they're talking about genetic mutation
Okay.
a little bit, because I think that there is a story to this game in some way, but it's not. It's one of those ones. It's not thrown in your face or evident.
Yeah.
I mean, it's implied by the intro that something's going on, and there's obviously you would imagine it's not giving you an objective really, except right now it's telling you
your
to.
son.
Yeah,
I
you
guess,
you imagine
really.
you have to find that son or whoever that kid is. We imagine he's your son.
I
Maybe
assume
he's your
so.
wee brother.
I think nephew. I want to say nephew. I think
think
it was out with Crazy Uncle Chris
Uh-huh.
on like a Bangkok weekend.
This is
and
just part of your desire to be known as Crazy Uncle Chris, is that you just
It's what my
projecting?
nieces. It's,
Okay, right. So you're putting yourself in the game. That's
Yeah,
nice that
yeah,
you're
yeah.
able to be invested. Now there's an anchor. Ooh.
very big anchor.
Yeah, see, this is the
something
kind of thing that says to me, like, there's a camp here.
with a lot of blood.
And obviously something terrible happened to someone.
Yeah.
So this kind of thing says to me, like, maybe, like, if I saw this in any other game, I would imagine, you know what, this place is maybe significant. Maybe if you search around this area, you might find some stuff that will hint at the larger fiction
Yeah.
that is going on here. But who knows if that's in yet or not. You can't really say that without, like, hanging around and just searching for it.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
it's in alpha, so...
And you kind of like, I mean, because I want to show a bit more of the game, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't started building my camp yet. I will do that now.
Yeah, because I really like
Because-
how this building mechanic works as well. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
The way you do it, I think I'd like to just to see some of that.
But it's the
You gotta get yourself some sticks though first.
yeah. Well, I need to chop down some trees, get
Yep.
some logs. But I want to find a nice sort of place to do it.
You don't want to pitch in on this beach then, no?
No.
Are you looking for like flat ground or just?
It's sort of somewhere near trees, but I also want clear
You want the
drinking water.
Ah, okay, and that's obviously seawater.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you haven't really been wandering around in this much yourself? Have you? You don't really feel like you get a good lay of the land as it is
No,
at the
no.
minute. No.
So there's a
What's that? Little rabbit. Hey, little
See
rabbit.
the way they move, like it's.
Oh, little bunny. You look so adorable. Don't do what you're trying to
No.
do.
Oh.
Oh. What's this?
Shipping crates?
Yeah. I thought that was like
shipping crates with
weird
don't be here.
effigies or warning symbols around it, like the start of Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark there.
I wonder can you break these boxes?
You can clip
Oh.
into them.
Oh,
It's
hello.
it's weird little piles of skull. Wait, hold on, look at that back wall. Wow, someone's like, some like tribal dudes have set up camp in here with their little FedEx packages. It's fun that
They
look
really will deliver anywhere.
yeah, they look just
Um,
suspiciously like that looks like an Amazon package or something
Yeah.
in there. All right, what's that? That's just a rock coming through.
Barnacles.
We're covered in barnacles. Have you got any other weapons so far apart from this axe? 'Cause
No, I have. I'm slowly collecting flares there.
I know that you
and
can
the Molotov.
yeah, I know that you can combine a stick and a rock, and then you get a stick and a rock that you can hit things with. I've seen that. That seems to be kind of good for clobbering people rather than gathering materials. It's if you get into a fight, which I think is
okay.
probably inevitable at this point. It seems to happen like avoiding combat isn't really much of an option, is it? They just sort of show up.
Yeah, I mean they seem to be sort of out in hunting parties, but they're kind of. There seems to be a lot of different types as well.
Yeah.
There definitely seems to be kind of, I guess, alpha leaders maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. They do seem very kind of tribal.
So there's like different classes of enemies, is there?
Yeah, I think so. You get these wee nippy ones, and then you get these massive, like,
Okay.
big guys that just sort of trudge towards you, very kind of like
Yeah.
slowly, but very like, oh god.
Like, if that guy hits me, I might be
yeah,
fucked.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it generally is. They not very many hits, and then you kind of get these guys that have.
Ooh, this looks pointless.
Yeah,
What's at the top of this?
It looks like it may be a lookout post for
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah, but there's no lookout currently.
No.
Can you like look around, maybe get a lay of the land or anything? No. Is there do you have a map that you can reference?
I don't think so.
Because I haven't seen one.
No, I mean, you wouldn't think so because you're just like you don't know where the island is, and you assume that if it was an island that was mapped, there wouldn't be cannibals.
Also, every main character can't be a qualified cartographer making his own map.
Yes, yeah.
It's a bit ridiculous. How are you going to get down? Can you see the rope? Are you going to drop? There you go.
There we go.
That's nice. I thought this was going to end in broken legs. There is an option to do this without enemies.
Oh, okay.
I do know that. That was something I picked up from just looking at their website. They have a little frequently asked questions section, which I think is worth going to if you're going to pick this up, because one of them was, can I play this game without enemies? And what you have to do is you need to type vegan mode on the title screen, and then you will pop into a world that does not have any enemies.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if it wipes out also the hunger mechanics and stuff, which
you wouldn't think so because you can grow crops and you can eat animals and eat berries and that sort of thing.
Yeah, but I know that's sort of a safe sort of creative mode, I guess, if you want to call it that. That's what they call it in Minecraft and stuff, right? Yeah. And I guess we should address, you do have your little symbols in the corner here for your various hunger and such.
Water, one seems to be hunger. Oh, fuck, another camp.
Is that your stamina, the one on the right-hand side of the semicircle?
The right-hand side, the lighter blue one, is your stamina.
Yeah.
I think.
It goes down whenever you swing. The inner one goes down.
Yes, yeah. So that's,
and it only goes back up to the size that the blue one is.
So this is one of the.
There's a naked guy who you have just picked up.
One of the cannibals.
Okay.
Now we were kind of starving for ages when we were playing this first. But then you find that you can actually just hack them up. And cook them.
Oh wow! That his arm just came off. So are you actually? It's chopping off at the bits you're aiming at. That's fun that it literally chopped his arms off because you wanted to chop his arms off. Okay.
And then you can use their arms and heads as well to make like effigies, which scare the kind of more squeamish ones off.
Oh, I like that. That's really horrible.
Yeah,
I like that.
So you kind of like collect all their mates and put them on spikes.
That's a nice view. I like that.
It is.
That looks
such a pretty game.
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm playing this on low settings as well.
All right, so it can look shinier than this. It seems like you're getting quite a long shadow there. I think we might be getting into night.
Yeah.
You may be thinking about finding somewhere to bed down and build a fire. Does fire keep them away?
It kind of scares them, but like again, the bigger ones are kind of more determined.
So have you found a way to sort of make yourself safe?
Yeah, but you build a house basically, and they sort of can't get in.
Right. I'd assume you're not equipped to do such a thing at this point.
To build a house, no, you just need to. We'll go around up onto this hill by these rocks, I think, and then we'll chop down some trees. I want beachfront property. I want it to go up in value.
Of course, when you're looking for the basics of survival, beachfront properties right up there with food and water, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there's water at least. So
is that fresh water?
It seems to be. It's coming down.
Is it drinkable?
Hello.
You just went into it in a really weird way.
Yeah, I don't quite know what happened.
You don't appear to be swimming at the minute. You appear to just be walking on the bottom.
I don't see a drink option either, so that may be some sort of weird water.
Yeah, again, maybe that's
broken
just,
water.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's a broken bit of water. So how does can you just like go up to a water source like that and just like drink it?
Yeah.
Usually.
Usually the muddy stuff you kind of do like a weird. I wonder if it'll work when I eat actually.
Oh, it's like a little Pac-Man symbol when you eat there. I like that.
So my water went up there from eating berries, so that's not too bad.
Okay.
So the sun definitely does seem to be going down. So we'll stop chopping trees.
Yeah, because I think when it gets dark in this game, does it get very dark? Like
you need fire and everything, and they.
Yeah. Have you found a torch yet? Because I know that you can.
Yeah, I think so. To be honest, going out at night is sort of because they come out during the day as well. But it's harder at night because they. They're the hunters.
Yes.
So you're not really. It's not a good time.
No.
Not a good time to be out. Now when there's more of you, it's kind of easier.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to risk it So I need to eat some stuff for my stamina.
So that blue bar is getting bigger
Yeah.
when you do that.
So that's because I mean, like a chocolate bar, you know, like
Yeah.
an energy bar. So that's going up.
So you're basically extending your maximum stamina by eating, and then it will go down with your. The more you do, it'll slowly creep down.
It doesn't like extend it. It just goes up. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's.
Yeah. But I mean, will the light blue bar there, will it creep down?
Oh yeah, it constantly.
Yeah, but it seems to be the cap of your stamina.
Oh, there's
what I mean.
a certain amount, yeah.
Yeah, and you're putting that up, and then it's draining.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we got here? What's your first order of business? Then you're gonna build a wall or
small cabin? Just.
Oh wow, it's just straight up. There's no. This is the thing I really like about this game is the way it handles these blueprints. So you just pick up the stuff and then you just sort of fill it in.
Yeah.
Which is, I think
it's becoming increasingly harder as it gets darker.
Yeah, a torch would be really handy right now. So this is exclusively made of logs. Then you just basically so you don't need to have any lashing or anything or rope.
No.
You just fill in the blanks with this stuff. It's not getting that deep.
No.
Yeah,
so
it's deep enough, but yeah.
I maybe.
This ain't your granddaddy's survival game.
No. So I wonder. Let's see if I can make. Oh no, wrong thing. Let's see if I can make a wee fire. I probably should have built a smaller shelter, but I like to be safe.
Oh yeah.
So where's?
Will they be able to tear through that if they want though eventually?
I think eventually, but so far we've been sort of safe.
Right. Right. So you just slap down a load of sticks and then take your lighter to that.
Yep. Should be.
If you got a fire.
Should be. Come on.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Now the funny thing is, birds seem to fly into fires at an alarming rate.
Do they just like go up?
Kamikaze, just like hit it, go on fire, and immediately die.
That's great. Can you? Do they land cooked?
No, you can't eat them when they do that. I don't know why.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about the lighter as well. So you do have a wee lighter that you like you said earlier. That it is infinite.
Yes.
So
your little Bic lighter that goes forever. Although it's not quite Bic, but you know, let's not get into that.
Come on.
Okay, that's nice. Alright, so you do need to find the right part of the tree to
no,
hack at there?
It's just, my stamina was down for a bit of it, so it wasn't doing any damage.
Oh, right, okay.
And then I think it was just missing.
Okay, so is this... How many more logs do you need for this extremely rudimentary cabin?
It says along the bottom there, for every kind of thing you're doing.
Alright,
so just on the bottom left. Yeah, so just one more log. I don't see any.
Do you have one?
White. I'll just chop down one more tree, I guess.
Okay, yeah, your stamina's getting real low there.
Yeah, I'll eat another chocolate bar. There we go. You know, you can build a bench, and you can sit down on the bench, and that brings up your stamina.
Okay,
which
you
is
have
cool.
a wee rest.
Yeah, which is cool whenever you have a wee kind of village area sorted out. But I made the mistake of sitting down on it before we kind of finished our wall.
Yeah.
And got attacked from behind, which is pretty terrifying.
While you were just hanging out.
having a wee rest. Yeah.
Okay, so this thing's nearly. Oh, that was the door.
There we go.
All right, so
there's no latch or anything. You just kind of walk in, and you can save.
Okay, so that's just saving the whole world state.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
And then basically, if they come, I'll just hide in the house, and you can snooze. Now, you can't do this in multiplayer, which I guess makes sense. But you can just snooze.
And it advances time. How long is? Oh, so it's morning.
So morning.
Oh, okay. Because there was some stuff with this before where it would only advance time by like an hour or so whenever you slept in previous versions. But I guess they've patched that in now, so it's just the logic of sleep till morning.
Yeah.
So that's when you're going to want to sleep too.
So
anyway, right?
I don't know if they can like get you while you're sleeping. Do you know what I mean? Like if you've built like a crappy shelter or something.
Yeah. Or if you're just, because I've seen there is a really low one where you're basically just building a stick and 3 logs.
Yeah.
that you're sleeping under. So that one.
I think that's this one.
That one, or even the one below it. Actually, that I've seen that one. I didn't see that one. Yeah. Like that one seems to be, if you want to keep the rain out, it seems like that first one might be the best one to go for if you don't have stuff. But there's no like levels or anything that are prohibiting you from building things.
I think you find stuff the more you kind of go.
Right. So
and you can find books and that sort of thing.
So that one's exclusively made out of little sticks rather than logs. So I guess it's whatever's in your immediate area. You're just gonna have to go with. So what is this?
This is a little trap to catch these bunnies.
Okay.
To hopefully get some food, but I can.
You need 28 more sticks. That's a lot of sticks.
Yep, I've got arms, so you just equip them.
Okay.
And then the little cook symbol comes up.
Uh-huh.
And you hit C and you throw it on the Barbie.
And so now you are actively engaging in cannibalism.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Tastes just like chicken, apparently.
Yeah, assuming that these people are human.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they could.
I mean, they look basically human.
Yeah.
They
don't have any junk.
No, are they androgynous? Are they Ken dolls?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. They look like little action men.
They're giant, scary, baldy,
terrifying action men.
yeah, baldy Ken doll man.
Yeah. So then it doesn't take long to cook, and a little Pac-Man eat symbol comes up.
And there we go.
And there you go.
All right.
And it fills you up rightly.
So it looks like you're in need of water.
Yeah.
There now, and you haven't found a source of water yet, have you?
But I'll try to find maybe some more berries.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst keeping sort of an eye out for the enemy.
Indeed.
I'll try to get some more sticks to finish.
Now these guys just sort of show up, right?
Yeah,
you're wandering about.
The cool thing is when they're at night, especially you find one of them has like a wee lamp, a wee skull lamp, and you can see them running. Oh, there's a fish there. You can see them running down. You see the way my body kind of did this weird like thing.
Yeah, he didn't seem to enjoy that.
Yeah, so you kind of have these different effects. So I assume that's something I wasn't supposed to eat.
Okay, you've got your...
I've built right beside their villages again.
Oh, wow. Well, that's what happens when you choose a campsite in the middle of the night. You know what? There's plenty of trees around. You can go build a cabin somewhere else. Can you deconstruct that one?
No, not as far as I know. Now, if you're halfway through building it, hang on, I'll show you. Which I thought was a really cool wee thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it placed.
Is that a bigger one you're putting down there?
Yeah. Go get my log. Put it down, and that just kind of sits there. And then if I hit C.
All right. So if it's not finished.
Watch out, bunny! That's one.
They look like. Are they
quick lizard?
They look like
Komodo dragon.
Yeah. If
they don't attack you though. Like a Komodo dragon would have me in a real.
Yeah,
that's
not entirely realistic.
No,
I guess you'd be missing a few limbs probably at this point if it was.
So I'm gonna show you just what happens, kind of in the last couple of minutes of what.
Right. Now, if you go into this village,
I'm gonna try and break my legs. Sorry, just real quick.
You're trying to kill yourself then?
Yeah, just to show you sort of what happens, because it's quite a fun little thing.
Oh yes, this is what we were talking about earlier. Yeah.
No.
Okay, now that was not nearly high enough.
High enough, apparently.
So you can't you're not more likely to encounter these bad guys because you're in their village, as far as you can tell. Because I haven't seen any the whole time you've been in villages.
No, not really.
In fact, you haven't really seen any of them outside of the intro there, have you?
No. It is weird. Sometimes I think it's just luck of the draw. Sometimes you find loads of them.
Yeah, it seems like it's sort of a dice
roll.
There
we go.
Every time as you're walking along, it's just sort of a random.
Oh, I seem to roll a bit there.
Yeah, that's not good. And then now, this is happening. So can you look around here? Oh no, he's just automatically. There we go.
There we go.
And there they are, our horrible baldy Ken doll men.
Yeah.
They are dragging you away to somewhere.
You always get dragged into the cave systems.
Right. So this is is this like? Oh wow.
That's grim.
Is that his guts? It looks like ropes, but I think it's supposed to be intestines.
I think it's supposed to be intestines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I heart.
He hearts intestines, so he does. Or intestines heart eye, if you read it,
let's get
this way around.
Flock out of here.
There's a rope.
This is actually just seems to be some sort of. Is it oubliette? Is that the
It's an oubliette, yes, where it's just a weird hole in the ground of chamber.
Oh no, you can't go the other way, so I will not go that way.
Because
I suppose to show people the what goes on down here.
Okay. Now, if I want to say, this reminds me a lot of the movie The Descent. If you've seen it, from Neil Marshall, who also directed Dog Soldiers. It's about a bunch of sort of creepy, weird monsters in a cave system like this that sort of drag people down there to eat them. Seems like maybe they might have taken a little bit of influence from that in this. But because certainly in the last build of this game I was looking at, no, you spawned in right beside the exit there.
I think that's because it's my first death. I think they kind of give you a Bible for the first one.
So do you think if you escape and then this happens again, you might be further in?
Yeah, I think you start off further in.
Because there was it seemed to me that it was sort of like a second chance kind of thing, where it's like they dump you in their sort of larder, and then you have the chance to possibly escape. But as far as I could tell, then the caves were sort of full of them, and it was sort of a challenge to get out.
So there's one of them there.
All right, can you stealth him? No. Oh wow, he is weirdly naked. He's beating you to death. So because you've died in there, that's now you just game over, right?
Yeah.
All right.
They survived, and then you start off shoot. Oh no! You just straight back to the menu.
Vomits us right back out here.
I think that's probably the perfect place to end it. But yeah, no, I personally think it's a fantastic game.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed it a lot. The horror element is definitely terrifying. There's a lot of monstrosities. There's a lot of weird things, and the enemies are very tough.
Yeah.
So it's not sort of like other survival horror games we've played where you're not really scared of the enemies. You know, it's.
I think that's sort of what I find a bit more appealing about this one again as well, because not only that the sort of horror element, but that this one seems to have more of an implied objective than other ones do, whereas a lot of other ones you're just sort of living for the sake of seeing how long you can last.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I mean, there's a story that it's setting up here.
Yeah.
Now I have heard that like DayZ and stuff are going to be incorporating at some point when they come out a single player element, but we don't know what the hell that is. Or whatever.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen in one of these games like an intro cutscene that tells you here's how you got here, here's what's happening, and then gives you sort of an objective. Like, I mean, you imagine you're going to be investigating this island, finding out stuff, and maybe trying to find that kid.
Yeah.
At some point.
I think with the kid, I hope they add in some sort of like a longer intro where you maybe like at an airport.
Like an establishing sort of
like
why should I care about this kid as opposed to he might have just been the kid who was sitting next to me on the airplane.
Like his parents could be like sitting further away and you know, he could have just fallen asleep with me and I'm actually in this really awkward position of like, do I move the kid?
Yeah, maybe you were glad whenever the plane started to crash.
Am I worried that a stewardess is going to come along and be like, that's not your kid?
Yeah.
And like, why is he sleeping on you?
Yeah, this just got real bad.
But sorry, got distracted.
Yeah, that's alright. But yeah, definitely this seems like it's a bit more interesting to me anyway than survival games, because I don't really find them that enthralling when it gets down to the... Yeah, it's nice to have that sense of discovery if I'm discovering how to build things and discovering the rules of the world and stuff, but
there has to be more to it.
Yeah, I like to have an objective in a game, even if it's just wander around and learn stuff about what's been going on in this island, because it seems like you're finding camps, you're finding camps and stuff there, and you know other people
find
have
cassette
been
tapes and Polaroids as well of random survivors that are like we found a boat, a shipwrecked boat that we kind of went on, and we found magazines and things on it. It was pretty cool.
All right.
So I think if they add more stuff in over time, that it could be a really strong game. At the end of it
seems like it's got character.
Yes. Yeah.
About it, whereas a lot of the other ones just seem to be, oh god, the despair. Let's see how long we can go before we die of dysentery or starvation. Which I don't know about you, but I don't find dysentery and starvation to be appealing motivators.
Not for playing a video game.
No. In real life, yes, I'm motivated to avoid those things, certainly, but I play games for a little bit of escapism, you know, that's my thing. I don't want to play shopping trolley simulator. Yeah. or you know, things like Shenmue, which is coming back actually, where you're just sort of wandering around looking in every drawer in your house type thing. And I find that appealing. Yeah. You know, I don't want to have to get up and go to work in a game. Yeah. And I feel like this is almost implying that kind of level of realism, but you know, with these prevalence of survival games recently.
Yeah, but this I think adds like a sort of more video game element to it, where you kind of get the nice little blueprint of your house and what it's going to look like, and you know, you just build stuff, and you're not. It's tricky in building and staying alive and finding food and that sort of thing, but then at the same time, it's not tedious.
Yeah, you're not Minecrafting and going down in a mine and hacking away to find 17 units of obsidian so you can do this one thing,
which obviously has its appeal as well. It's just that it's for a survival horror game. I don't want to have to be worrying about doing that whilst worrying about
whilst worrying about these mad guys who are hunting you at the same time. Yeah. So fair enough. Well, that's the forest. It's currently in alpha 0.19. They're releasing regular updates. I think the most recent one they had there was Thursday. They've got
so
another one
planned. Counting down.
Right there in like 3 weeks' time. There's going to be another one. So they are on top of it. No real clue as to when this is going to be. I mean, it's still in alpha. So we don't really have a release date for this.
You said it's 4 people. Like
it's 3. Well, this is 3. Yeah, 3.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 3 people team. It's coming out apparently for PlayStation 4 as well.
Okay.
Which is fun. Again, no idea what a release. I mean, if they're at this point where they're still at alpha, that could be up to a year away. Who knows? There's not even a sniff of when the beta is going to start. So, no idea. Well, that's it for now. Let us know what you think in the comments. You can find us on Twitter, Blogspot, and Twitch. Thanks for showing me this game, Chris, and thank you for watching.
Cheerio.
Bye.